Hello and welcome to this weekend edition of the Daily Dose of Greek. And today I'm going to talk about a study Bible. I have here the NIV Grace and Truth Study Bible. There are a lot of good study Bibles out there. I have on my shelf, probably a dozen study Bibles. My top two recommendations in the past have been the ESV Study Bible, so detailed, extensive notes. The NIV Study Bible has a long tradition of use among evangelicals and very helpful notes. This is a newer addition to the Study Bible family. One reason I'm featuring it is I wrote the notes for the book of James. So, the different books in the Study Bible have notes at the bottom, explanatory and study notes, and I did the ones on James. People sometimes ask, how did that happen? Well, let's go back. Like when I first started teaching, the guy who was retiring taught James. I didn't want to step on anyone's toes, so I thought, well, I'll fill in this slot. I'll teach James, taught James multiple times, and then ended up writing a homiletical commentary on James. Then people know that, and they say, will you write these study notes? Will you write this other book? So it's odd how these things happen. I trust the providence of God is in them, and ultimately, that's why I'm writing on James here. But I had fun working on this project. The general editor of this study Bible is the president of my seminary, R. Albert Mohler, Jr., and obviously someone who's well known for his commitment to the authority of Scripture and also well known of being in the Reformed tradition. So the various authors of study notes and things for this book are in line with that too. So if you're looking at this, you're saying, where does this fit on the spectrum of emphasis on human response versus God's sovereignty? There's more emphasis on God's sovereignty, but it's in such a way, I think, that's not heavy-handed, that's winsome, that any Christian who's committed to the authority of the Bible, I think will find the notes within this Bible helpful and faithful to the text. The New Testament editor of this study Bible is my good friend Ben Merkel, who co-authored various Greek resources with me. So that's also one reason, maybe that's one reason I got invited to write James. I guess he invited me to write James. Most of the things I've done that have been worthwhile in terms of publishing, Ben Merkel is the one who's invited me to do them. So I'm grateful for my friend who has continued to encourage me in that way. This study Bible is written in such a way that it's something you can carry. It's not going to be one of these monster concrete blocks that you just leave at home, but it's the notes still enable one. It's a good sized study Bible, but not overwhelming. It enables you to carry it to church as like a Bible you would carry around with you and use when you're in Sunday school or sitting in a church setting. So that gives you a sense of the depth and balance of the notes. We're not exhaustive, but accurate, faithful, winsome, and touching on the key issues. Some of you already have a study Bible and don't need another one, so I'm not trying to encourage you to buy something you don't need. But then there are other people, this is how I could imagine this. You have a friend who's growing in their faith and you think, I don't want to overwhelm them with resources or with something too deep for them, but I want a faithful study Bible that will take them to the next level and answer some of their questions that they have. And I think this is a very good one to do that. So I recommend it to you. The NIV, Grace and Truth Study Bible. It's published by Zondervan, and it comes in all different kinds of sizes and covers and things like this. This is one of the free ones I got for contributing to the study Bible, which is one of the benefits. I think I got 2 free copies. So this is one of them. And it was an honor to participate in the project.